I was weeping today thinking about pedophiles. And most people have issues with it from childhood. Like somebody sexualized you as a child. It's really, really, really dark shit. And it's scary and it's sick. And we want to just torture them and no. But if you want to understand the pedophile's mind, listen to this song by The Who. Nobody knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do. And I blame you, right? So talk about like, what is it? And they will get to a point, every one of them would get to a point, if you were honest and compassionate, not consenting, not that what they're doing is good, but compassionate, where they would say, I don't want to hurt anyone anymore. You know, I don't want to hurt anyone anymore. And then you call very calmly, like you're bringing someone home to God. You say, get on your knees and pray. Pray for the first time in years. Tell God what you've done. And as they're doing that, calmly put a bullet in the back of their head. That's how I would do it. And they would ghost run. Every time you kill an animal, no matter what it is, they move for like minutes, guys. A lot of people have never killed anything. But what you would do with that is, A, you wouldn't traumatize yourself in doing that. Now I'm crying. Dude, this is real. This is very real. If you see the horror on the face of a pedophile, you would internalize that for the rest of your life. Okay. With compassion, you know, and what you're doing is good for them. You are putting them out of their misery. They won't hurt anyone anymore. And that's what they really, really want. And in that moment, that's the best chance they have of being sent back to God. And you want to return his children home, even if those children are dark. Now, when your third eye is open, you will pull over on the side of the road and you will weep when you understand that you are the pedophile too. You know, there is no stop. Like, these people are compulsive. Like, if you have compassion for the weasel, you don't catch them and put them back near your chicken coop. They will kill more chickens. It's what they do. And so what you do is, when I've hacked up scared animals before, and compassion, prayer, then, because it's also a weakness to have the tyrannical empathy, where it's like, oh, everyone's the same. This pedophile repented, so let him go back out. No. A peaceful death. Because if you torture them and if you go, oh, look at me, you're now committing the sin of wrath, and that is now in you. The pedophile might as well have stuck his finger back in your anus. Justice is also very important, right? But just send them back to God. He's still God's child. He with no sin cast the first stone. When you have your third eye open and you see compassion, like if you understand how other people view you, you can understand what the next step is. Like what masturbating to runaways on your computer screen that you throw money at and nickels and stuff is one generation. If you masturbate to pornography, you are a consumer of human trafficking. It's so, when you are out of that world, it's so disgusting that people masturbate to pornography, and with their clicks, they keep hitting consent. Oh, watch this girl, and watch these 5 girls and these black dudes, and it's like consent, and you're pleasuring your penis. And so a moral man would talk to you about why you would do that. Like, they would want to put you on your knees and put you out of your misery. But my goal would be to connect with them on a deep spiritual level and have them put their forehead to the earth and pray to God in a pure, serene, relaxed state, and then to calmly put them out of their misery. And that would be my goal. Because any other thing, any like mass public humiliation ritual or all this stuff, it would send ripples back out. And this is all real. So much sexual abuse and pornography, it's molestation of yourself to squirt to those sex. Right. Some of those people are sex slaves. A lot of them are. They're slaves, literally. And you've pleasured your dick to it. and they've been groomed since they were a child. And those are the same people that are like, oh, I want to round up the pedophiles, and they did. No. They're living a split schizophrenic life. I will go back. I will have moments where I will be like, I'm gonna fucking make him eat his own dick. And I'm the type of person that would actually do these things. I lived the traumas of a soft pedophilia my whole childhood. And like baby boomer Zionist lying. And so it helped me in my way, but the trauma my children are experiencing is much more natural. I started crying this morning thinking about this, because this is my mirror from Neverending Story. Like, this is my monster. Like, I'm really sorry. There has been people in the past, I've done this hundreds of times. There has been people, I'm guessing a lot of times it's because they were blackout drunk. Guys, I had a dude over at my house yesterday. It's one of Amy's best friends from way back. I couldn't understand his lack of respect. Like, he just wouldn't do anything I said. Oh no, you can fuck him and suck him off. I didn't understand why he wouldn't consent to me, and it got like really intense. I'm like, you will wear a mask and you will take it in your asshole. I like people I can fuck. They wanted to do it. They wanted my heat inside of them. It's so fucking gay listening to men be like that. It's like, oh, that's evil, isn't it, sweetie? Whatever. You think that's evil, but you jerk off to pornos. It's so upside down that I spend a lot of time with my animals. If you don't want heat inside of you, you say no to the heat. The reason that got so big is because, guys, I just did an hour of crushing comedy. I deserved it. I earned it. You see, my consent was about feeling really good. And then I felt a wave of shame. But that was the most tyrannical I've been, was with a deaf guy. He is a good boy. Because I don't want your time, because I don't bother you, and because I bring you presence of death, I'm the cold one. Imagine a person that just gives you your space and just keeps murdering your enemies for you. It's pure freedom. Dude, it's all hunting and trapping. It's all prey predator shit. What can we easily get on this dude? Nothing? Okay, so what's he really doing? Not that much. He just has bears he's crushing. If they could screw it, if I had 100 million bears, maybe they would go a little more aggressively. I don't know. But I know they've checked me out. I know they've done a dossier. And what are you gonna use? I knew he was a fucking cult leader. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll take my prescription pills that make me medically insane, put on my mask, and go to the store to buy products full of poison. Then I'm going to have sex with a guy I met on a little app in my phone, and then I'm going to cry myself to sleep and do it again and again and again and again. And I have compassion for those people because they watch so many pornos. The reason I get frustrated is because I know why you're like this. And I know how dirty you are. I know how filthy your mind is. Let me squirt. I think one of my callings is fruit pressing, torturing homosexuals, and seeing how they taste together after pressing them. Just press it down and collect the juice. And then put in a little champagne yeast, let it sit for 2 weeks. It's going to be about 1.5%, 2% alcohol, but it's never going to go bad. Well, not never, but it lasts for a very long time. Throw it in the fucking storage and enjoy. I'm going to give up all that, and I'm going to go just get fucked by Jewish bankers that will never... It's mind-blowingly anti-woman, the way we live. Mind-blowing. And it's painted so opposite, like it always is, where it's like, oh no, you want feminism, you got to get a girl to squirt. It's like, dude, it's shocking to women from actual families. And it doesn't have to be fucking polygamous, just any family structure. Like, I know I also love the Amish, and people are like, oh, so you're fucking Amish now? Okay, if you can't put yourself in the shoes of a polygamous Mormon town, I just don't know how many pornos someone has to watch. Like, that's one reason why Amy and I live here, is because she has parents, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles. They don't need Zoloft. They don't fucking get all fat and scared and nervous. You want them in a serene position. You don't want them panicking. You don't want them knowing they're going to their death. It's all about calm, because it's also better meat. You know, you don't want their adrenals to shoot out fear right before they die, because then their meat will be poison. I like people I can fucking count on. That's why I ban everybody. What the fuck was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. So, and here's another piece of info that I can pass on is what the fuck was it? What was my thought? He gave me another awesome piece of info. I don't remember. Hey, can you imagine not having a birth certificate, a social security card, a driver's license? This dude is like 30 and he's never had any of it. And he has a passport, and he got his passport because his mom used a scuba diving certificate. Because all you need is a picture with your name on it, and you can get a passport. Way back in the day, look what I've done for you, master. I've killed. He's never murdered anybody for me. Next time someone calls me of the devil, I want a screenshot of your browser history for the last month. In order. I want to see 1 month of what you've looked at on the internet. No, I didn't fucking think so. You can check out mine. You can check out years of my browser history. I think that's one reason why the NSA gives me peace. They know I don't have any skeletons. I thought about that recently. How come the alphabet agencies don't fucking care about me anymore? I think that they've tapped into my phone and my computer history, and they saw that I can't beat off to pornos. When the monsters come, is your vibrator? What is the vibrator gonna? Are you gonna put it in the monster's anus? This is how I am all the time now with compassion. It's fucking crazy, guys. I'm a cosmopolitan. I just went over to Wuhan, China, and then I went over to London to get myself some AIDS. Men are psychotically squirting. I really believe that there are, I don't know if they're humans, but there are beings that live thousands of years, I think. It's harder on the kids if they're more fucking atomized. The more they are part of a cohesive community, the better their life is. Fact. Everybody at this point is a little fucking fucked up. People think you're schizophrenic. But you also don't need to put yourself down. I mean, I'm an American crusher. I have a nation. I'm a bear. You focus on logos and just reality, you naturally just are around people that birds of a feather flock together. Fact. That's how it works. You know? My wife is biracial, technically. She's English, Norwegian, and prairie nigger. There's no virtue in mixing races is my point. None, zip. Oh, but I'm part this, so that makes me part. And the mixed race kids are the ones who will tell you that's definitely true. And then you'll have white globalist sodomites saying, oh no, it's virtuous to mix and match. Now let me see that, ain't it? Dude, when you look at like Mormons with 2,000 cousins, you're like, oh. When people are like, this is our people. Same with the Jews. The Jews have more strength than us in certain ways because of their gremlin-like fucking familiar relations. Just, you know, marry their own and have kids with their own. All right, and remember, compassion is not consent, but compassion is pure strength. And don't consent to the grab one. Bill Gates wants to be inside of you, but it's poison. All right, much love, everybody.